We are live.
Folks, welcome in on Trainwreck today. We have a full weekend of football as we get ready for our predictions with convictions. We got Don, we got Slick, and of course, we got the U.S. getting slammed at the Ryder Cup. What the hell's happening there? Let's go! Welcome in on this Friday. It is Trainwreck today, brought to you by Trainwreck Sports and the Herd of Buffalo Network. And the Herd is stampeding towards the weekend. We got Slick L in the passenger seat, and we got Dreamboat Don on the ones and twos. Welcome in on your Friday, whether it's in the cubicle, whether it's in the car, or whether it's just out and about and ready for this TGI to get effing. We have quite the weekend on tap, boys, but let's take a little rewind to last night, as we would be remiss not to do. Thursday night football, Seahawks, Cardinals, first half put me to sleep. I got absolutely put in a, dream trance by that first half, especially the Marvin Harrison slander. I also had people talking about, can we get Marvin Harrison to the Bills? Oh, I'm sure the Cardinals are just anxious to get him out of there. Their top 5 pick from last year, Mafia. But it's like, what was your reaction?
I saw at least 3 proposed trades for Bills receivers for Marvin Harrison that would just never happen on either side. But yeah, I was kind of in the minority, actually. I was enjoying the game, and I was only seeing on the timeline people slandering, saying it's putting him to bed. Obviously, the Marvin Harrison slander as well. I told my dad the score. He said, "Why the hell are you still watching that?" I was like, I don't know. I seem to be enjoying this. And then the second half proved I was right eventually. It still took a minute in the second half. But yeah, Marvin Harrison started catching balls, and then it ended up coming down to the wire, Don.
Yeah, the trade talk, I mean, it's ridiculous. And I love everyone uses the same phrase. Like someone said, like, Keon for Harrison Jr. And then they say, who says no? Everyone says no. Every single person
on both sides.
Every single person says no.
Yes. Like, what are you even talking about?
So I always think it's funny when people frame it that way. And hey, I mean, so I had the opposite experience. I didn't watch the first half, had some family time. And then said, you know what? Let's. I know it's a low-scoring game. Let's put in a live bet and let's see what happens. And I saw Marvin Harrison Jr. did have a touchdown. He had a big catch when it mattered. A couple big catches when it mattered.
He killed it in the second half. I don't think he had a catch in the first half. He was goose-egged, and he was responsible for basically an interception and a half. He stopped on a route, and then the one he bobbled right to the Seahawks guys. I think he had 6 catches for 66 yards and a TD. Those are some demonic numbers put up by Mr. Harrison. But yeah, no, they're not looking to trade him. But this was kind of the end of game, Don, because the Sunday night football on there was a snoozer with Giants-Chiefs because the Giants were playing so lethargic. Same with the Cardinals, but they were able to kind of come back in the second half and create some excitement.
Yeah, they got those 2 touchdowns back-to-back. Honestly, looked like we had overtime. already. I mean, there was enough time to get a field goal, but I thought we had overtime. And then I haven't seen this before. Did you see the landing zone infraction that led to the game-winning field goal?
Yeah, so this is about a yard or maybe even less than a yard short of the landing zone. Obviously, they bring the ball all the way up to the 40 as if you kicked the kickoff out of bounds. The controversy for me is, before you got here, Maniac, I was asking Don, what happened to the squib kick? Do you have to declare for that just like an onside? Because if the squib is still a thing, then this landing zone rule is just bonkers.
I was saying this before the season, and even now, I don't know why more teams aren't trying to lace a squib kick into the landing zone. I mean, most teams only have 2 guys back there, and they're going to have to field like a bobbler or something that could be wobbling all over the place. There must be something in the rules I don't understand, but I don't think you have to declare a squib kick. I know you have to declare the onside kick, which is silly.
Well, it's just interesting because a lot of squib kicks, it's not easy just to drill a squib kick right into that landing zone. It's all the way in the red zone. Most squib kicks are going to land prior to that, which would be a penalty in this regard. So where do you, like, that's why I think you might have to declare.
I like the landing zone rule.
But then it eliminates
we get more kickoffs,
basically.
we get everything going on, but the landing squib kicks, that's the dilemma. What constitutes legal?
Listen, everyone knows I'm a fan of a landing strip. So everyone knows that about me. Here, not so much. I mean, it's just starting at the 40. That's a lot.
As someone
that's
that
a
had
lot. Maybe
Seahawks
5 yards, 10 yards. That's just a lot of yards.
I do think not. Oh, what do you constitute worse? Kicking the ball out of bounds or not hitting the landing zone? I kind of think not hitting the landing zone, now that it's a rule, is worse than kicking the ball out of bounds.
Yes, for sure, given the fact that that's the new rule.
Do we change the out of bounds to like bring it up to the 30? Or don't you already get out to the 30 in some cases?
No, because those are the 2 borders they want you to play in. You have to get it in the landing zone. And
so you got to keep the rule the same.
Because think about it, if they're only going to get for the 30 for kicking it out of bounds, they're going to start lacing it along the sidelines.
True.
They won't even care. Those are
justified.
the 2 levels of the things they want for sure.
It's just a weird day and age.
It's a weird day and age. Well, they made kickoff safer because people aren't slamming into each other from 40 yards away now.
It's just targeting on all sides.
Yeah, like it's like they kind of want the kickoff. They're trying to make fetch a thing. And whether or not they will be able to make fetch a thing remains to be seen.
It depends on the dog, you know?
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to comment on something I saw on the timeline last night after the game. I saw this sports capper tell his subscribers, thanks, we cashed on another easy player prop, Marvin Harrison over 57.5 yards receiving. I was like, oh yeah, that was so easy.
Well, I think
Never a doubt.
Isn't that almost like industry standard though? When you have one of those that you didn't deserve to win, or if it's close, you just say never a doubt, like easy cash.
It almost is more respectable than
100%, because it's just so blind and it's positive. What would we rather have on the internet? Some negativity or some mixed gray area?
Almost didn't get there.
I think it's just digging into like, that's how sharp you are. When everyone else was like, he's got 0 yards in the first half, no way this cashes. You're like, no, all of them are coming in the second half.
He's going to get it. Don't worry.
So sharp that I know this.
We need an honest capper who just recaps these and he goes, you know what? Didn't deserve to win that one at all. I'm a dumbass, but cash that.
See you at the pay window.
See you at the pay window.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than smart. So.
And better to be lucky than good. 9 times out of 8. There's no doubt about that. Speaking of numbers, Big Dumper, Don. This has been your guy all season. Taking care of the action behind the dish. 60 bombs, 60 dingers from a catcher.
60 dingers, and Big Dumper, I really dug in when I realized he was a switch hitter, catcher, and amazing nickname. I'm a little bit envious there, but had to throw him some props too on the celebration, where he quotes Major League, which is a great movie. Why don't we go win the whole effing thing? And then, but he doesn't say effing. He dropped.
He said the uncensored version.
Yeah, on live TV, and he did it twice in a row. Same quote, like back-to-back games. If you haven't seen the clip, it's hilarious because the woman interviewing him audibly goes, "Thank you," like groaned super loud. Like groaned so loud because he just dropped an F-bomb. on national TV. So yeah.
I remember when UFC was on
Sure they have-
Fox and Nate Diaz beat Conor McGregor and was like, "I'm not surprised, mother
Yeah,
effer."
so-
And then Joe Rogan was just like, "Yeah, we can't say that on Fox," and just shut down the
So
entire.
I don't know
interview.
if you're familiar with what's called the dump button.
Yeah.
But only fitting, right? That the
Yeah.
big dumper is making everyone use
Yeah,
the
how
dump
did
button.
how did they wait? Couldn't they have hit the dump button on the big dumper?
They did, but it got on Twitter. There was like an uncensored,
Oh, okay, gotcha,
undumped.
gotcha, yes.
There was an undumped.
It was undumped.
Undumped.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
an anti-dump. Okay. All right. Well, a lot of going on in
And
Seattle.
another
I'm
hot
not
mic
anti-
moment that you
Well,
wanted to
we
talk
had the
about.
hot mic moment with Amon Ross St. Brown, which was just ridiculous. It was from
Wait,
Monday.
yeah, I didn't hear him. Maybe I
You
guess
did-
we can't
well,
repeat it.
I mean,
I saw the refs look.
he used a word that would, get us taken off the airwaves in
I
a negative
I figured
millisecond.
that much.
A lot of people were joking around. Don, weren't a lot of people joking around because his like you said, he kind of like presents himself like he was kind of channeling the vibe of his settings, right? When he was doing a press conference, he was making sure he had all diligent answers and everything. And then when he's out on the field, it's like all bets are off and trash talk is lethal.
Yeah, he's a very eloquent spoken man, and in interviews and even in podcasts, he's pretty well spoken. But it just shows
He turns it up.
in the heat of the moment. Yeah, I run this beep beep. Like,
Yeah.
So,
No, I mean, listen, when you're out on the field, do whatever makes you successful, and it's working for
yeah.
Detroit. Speaking of what makes him successful, emanating others, not so much for Dylan Raiola. I mean, we've put this on the back burners because I think everyone else has spoken on it. But the thing that we had to throw it in here today for is because he keeps running into people like asking him about it. And he's like, I don't know why you would ask me about that. Or why does that conversation keep coming up? To me, it feels like that. I think you should leave skit where he's like, we're all looking for the guy who did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what is even the conversation here? I feel like this is just such a one-dimensional thought process of what's happening here. It's like you've seen this. You know that trying to
Here we
emanate
go.
stars is not the way to go.
I'm
What are
gonna
your
bring
thoughts
this
on
up.
Dylan? You're bringing it
the
up?
first time I saw him, it didn't. Oh my goodness.
So that's off the field. He's got
wow.
that look.
Okay.
The necklace.
He almost
and
looks more like Mahomes than himself.
same shit. It's. I mean, you gotta respect it.
The
same-
first time I heard this guy was a post-game interview, I didn't catch the vibes, but I thought this guy was totally corny as hell. And this kind of just puts further proof in the pudding. I mean, like, even the double chain with the cross, it's to a T.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little crazy for sure. And I think Mahomes used to wear the blenders, which he's wearing, right?
Yeah,
Raiola
yeah,
too.
yeah, I was just
so
about
even
to
with this
say that.
picture, they look very similar. Yeah, I mean, again, it's one thing to be like why would you not expect it to keep coming up? Your quarterback who's wearing red, looking exactly like him. The warm aren't even the celebrations
Yeah,
the same
so
too?
the pregame thing he
Yes.
does is exactly the same. This video. Same number, same headband.
I mean, it's like doing like a WWE entrance, just like copying all the Rock's
Yeah,
mannerisms.
yeah.
It'd be amazing. But yeah, I mean, there's we'll see it. I'm sure another chapter will be written in this scandal.
How do you think Mahomes feels? It's got to
Mahomes
have
couldn't
been
care
brought to
less.
his
He
attention.
probably hasn't even heard of this guy.
No, he
I
probably
feel
loves
like
it.
someone's had to have brought it
Yeah,
up.
dude, he probably loves this kid.
I feel like
He's
he'd
like,
be
oh,
like,
he looks great.
he'd be like,
How do you go out and-
I don't know.
He looks great.
I guess that's cool. I just try to be a role model for everyone.
That was pretty good.
Not bad.
way
It's not-
better
it
than
was,
mine.
It was definitely surfing between like and then like it was pretty good. It was just enough to be Mahomes.
I liked
Speaking of just enough, not nearly enough from the Ryder Cup team USA today. I think they're finishing out a match right now. I think they lost today 3-1. Yeah, lost today 3-1. Got smoked. And speaking of smoked, fans didn't bring. This was supposed to be U.S. was slightly favored in this, right, Slack?
I believe so.
Yeah. So obviously they were expecting. I mean, I think the European team has much better golfers. I think they were kind of expecting some hometown advantage. Bethpage Black, a lot has been made of the course and everything there.
Yeah.
And
New-
the fans,
New York,
like,
New York.
It's like you saw the video of the drive to Shambo Electric.
Yeah.
Off the tee,
Don said-
344.
Yeah. I mean, what a piss missile that was.
But it seems like the wind was taken out of the sails of some fans, or in this case, the illicit substances were taken out of some wallets, Don.
Yeah, I mean, clearly some some performance enhancers. They're not letting anyone try to pull an Armstrong. No performance enhancing substances. I like the announcement. Really looking out for the people.
Yeah, this guy-
Do not
this
bring
is-
Coke
this
to right.
tweet-
They are checking wallets.
This tweet is an all-you-can-eat buffet of amazingness from the all caps in the first tweet. Like, you know this guy or someone he knew got searched and got something removed.
This is definitely not, I just got my Coke taken at the Ryder Cup. This
Someone
is,
I know.
I just watched my
Yes.
boy's bag
Yes.
get confiscated at the Ryder Cup,
Then-
and I'm trying to alert all the homies entering after me.
Yes, everybody's like. Then you have the time, 6:21 a.m.
A.M.
Eastern Standard Time. Then you have Sergeant Blackout. What happened to this country?
My favorite is Aiden Gallagher,
That's-
who just
that's what-
bangs it in
that's-
their wallet. By the way, a lot of people, I will say. That's what socks are for. Pro tip, Aiden Gallagher. I mean, like, if you came here for the first pro tip, you could scroll down and I'm sure there's more. That's crazy. The fact that this is happening in New York at the Ryder Cup, it's 6:21 in the morning.
6:21 in the morning, Eastern Time.
Is there a weirder sporting event to do cocaine at other than golf?
It does not seem like what the Tour de France.
Very slow moving.
You all gotta
very
sit still
you have to be
and
quiet.
quiet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, why are they checking wallets? Are they making sure to see like are your
Checking wallets. I would be so embarrassed if someone checked my wallet.
That's what I'm saying. Is it like
two Picasso's Pizza gift cards, like a prepaid $25 Visa and an expired
would
license?
they look at your wallet like that
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh, you don't deserve to be here"?
Oh
at
yeah,
all?
they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're not fit for the Ryder
Is that
Cup.
why they check them? Like they're just making sure you're wealthy enough to be there?
I would almost be less embarrassed if I did have like an illicit substance in my wallet than
Yeah.
like what's actually
Yeah.
just in my wallet right now, for certain. It's like my internet history.
They'd be like, "Oh, well, at least he's chill," you know.
Speaking of internet history, is something that you always make sure to delete. People trending right now. You wanted to bring this up. You wanted to talk it.
No, Don alerted me that this is trending,
And you
today.
got excited.
Yeah.
You
It's a hot
titillated.
topic. Clearly,
And
it's
yes,
trending online.
and you're excited about it.
How could you not be?
Okay, well tell
I
people
think it's
what's happening.
revealing something about Slick. I mean, this
No,
is
it's just
great
like
news.
I'm happy for the community.
Yeah, so
Should we
this
get
is
into it?
Yeah, talk about it.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, so.
Fursuit Friday.
Fursuit Friday.
Fursuit Friday, top trending right now. So I don't know. I might have to be careful about how far I scroll
you
down
might,
here.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't go any further.
But
Fursuit Friday, real quick though, like in a region like Buffalo, we have to have way more furries, right? Because it's like cold here a lot. Like it's probably a spot where they would migrate to. Like this is a spot where they can be themselves
Think
more
about it,
often
like
than not.
we got like I mean I don't know if they qualify, but Bill Squatch.
Yeah, Bill Squatch.
we might have to, we'll get into the punishments later, but we might have to integrate.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about
furry
that.
suit for a
do you think
punishment.
Slick could get us an in if maybe for one of our punishments? He's
he,
already in it.
He has to wear it to a. Do you think he could get it to a Bills game with it on?
No. Let's stop with this just
Furry-
Slick nonsense.
a furry
for
suit
the
to a Bills
ridiculous
game.
punishments.
A furry suit to a Bills game could be a good one.
That one has like one of you two written all over it.
fur-
I've been tormented enough so far.
sexy Billy
You
Buffalo
guys have had
furry suit.
you guys have had a shaving competition. Here they are like furry suit, crop top.
I mean,
wake up at
Crop
7.
top.
Crop top's not.
Crop top.
You guys have like literally
Even
just
producer Alec is sticking his nose up and
You
trying to
guys
criticize
have literally
that
just
punishment.
argued about shaving. Like
That's
it.
fair. All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen. That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of rock bottom, which you would be with your furry costume, we got the Try Guys. So neither of you knew who the Try Guys were. You're telling me.
I know
Based on
what
culture?
I know what
Didn't
the
know.
general phrase a try guy is. Like he's such a try guy. I didn't know there were specifically branded try
To me,
guys.
I'm not gonna go any further. Actually, I had some ideas, but they weren't.
Yeah,
correct.
no, they were just dudes who tried stuff. I think like it started out like semi-ridiculous, and then it would just get more ridiculous of the things they would try, to the point where they created their own brands. They were BuzzFeed guys, right? Yes. So they were powered by
Oh,
BuzzFeed.
yeah, all
So
right.
think about like the BuzzFeed of it all in the 2010s. Then they were so big, they went and started their own thing for like what, a couple years, and then this guy Ned, who was the Family Guy, Peter Griffin of it all, ended up cheating on his wife, and it was a huge scandal because like he was the Family Guy, he was the night like, oh my babies, like we got the family podcast and all this stuff. So then everything became rock bottom. All their views went away. All their Try Guy brands went away. But now Ned Fulmer, the guy who basically lit the match of this scandal, is coming out with a pod. I couldn't believe myself when producer Rachel said this. to
Okay,
me.
I know these guys now that I see their pictures.
Can you pull one
I do
up?
recall
With
them.
the ex-wife. rock bottom with Ned Fulmer, and he's got the soon-to-be ex-wife, like in the process of divorcing, separated. I don't know what's going on.
I mean,
don't sue me, Try Guys. I'm just figuring out. I'm just hearing the details. Allegedly. But that's unbelievable.
It's one way about like talking out your problems, in front of the world.
Yeah, or you could just go on TikTok.
We love it.
How often do you guys spend on TikTok each day?
Like 5 minutes probably.
Any more for you? You're a music guy.
On TikTok, only when I'm posting for
Yeah,
Trainwreck
that's what
Sports.
I'm saying.
No,
It's only when I
same.
post.
But I'll say I was an early TikTok adopter, like 2018, and I was on it all the time, and then it very changed. It was kind of an edgy zone. You got away with more there. It kind of got taken over by
TikTok
dancing,
back in the
so.
day used to be wild.
Right
was
now, if you're
really
like
crazy.
20 or younger,
It's
though,
really
you're a
crazy.
TikTok person, right?
It's real crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, because you see all these clips that get posted to Instagram, Facebook, X, and they all have that OG TikTok branding, like someone ripped that video from TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, pretty crazy.
For sure.
So, anyways, it's getting split up again. The only thing I wanted to say on this, which is so ridiculous, is just how many times have we heard the rumor that, like, TikTok was going away in the U.S.? Like, yeah.
Every other
It's
week,
the boy
it
who cried
seems.
wolf. It's the boy who cried wolf. And again, it's just people wanted to own stuff. That was all
I'm
they
still
cared about.
here,
They got what
dog.
they wanted. They're still here. And now they're just going to get what they want. So,
Also-
shout out that.
I'm a Vine kid at heart. You know?
We're all Vine kids at heart.
Yeah.
Speaking of throwing them a Vine,
Rip.
our fans here on Trainwreck tonight, we're throwing you a Vine with the crash out line down. We might have some stuff to crash out with Big Weekend on tap.
Yeah. So we don't have any calls today. It's been a quiet week. We played last Thursday and we did our crash out line on Friday. But hey, if you got anything to crash out about, 716-226-6263. I'm having car issues. I'm gonna see what this bill is. I might be crashing out next week.
You need a bill
We'll
you can
see.
trust.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all do.
We all need a bill we can trust. But yeah, call the crash out line again, 716-226-6263. Whether it's your boss, whether you need some relationship advice. You got Slick here. He's a pro at that. Yeah.
Connoisseur of passion and romance. Speaking of passion and romance, no Milano this week. No Oliver this
Nope.
week. I think we kind of expected this,
Whatever.
given the spread. Should be
Sit
able
'em.
to take care of business. Sit him.
Yeah.
Could be also without Spencer Brown, our totally Buffalo man. Could be without. He did not practice today. And AJ Epinesa. So, just follow along there. But I don't expect the spread to move.
No, not at all. I just wanted to bring up, remember Wednesday when we got that live update about Maxwell Hairston and McDermott's comments?
So funny.
And then the next day he's like doing all the drills in a knee brace, looking like he could go in flag football tomorrow.
Being a Buffalo football fan is absolutely a 24-hour league. Things can change at the drop of a hat. You had Maxwell Hairston, like you said on Wednesday. You might
Might as well have been done for the
If for the season or whatever.
Yeah.
Then the next day he's backpedaling like he's on rollerblades
Yes.
and looking like he's on fire, like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Moonwalking like Michael Jackson.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. So that's his key there. Maxwell Hairston's speed. So if that's coming back, that's a big thing.
I saw someone speculate possibly him back right after the bye week.
That would be big.
Yeah.
Obviously, bye week. Then we'll
That
have
bye
we'll
week's
also
at a
have
huge spot,
We'll also
too.
have Hoyt. We'll also have Ogunjobi returning. So
That's
there'll be a
right.
lot of roster decisions that have to get made there. But folks, one decision we're hoping that's easy for you. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're commenting to Trainwreck Today on Spotify. Video, audio. They've got everything you need over there on Spotify. So that's why we're over there as well. Make sure you're following Trainwreck Today, Herd of Buffalo. And speaking of which, it's Friday, and we always do something on Friday. Fundraising. And this week, our spotlight is on Buddy's Second Chance Rescue. Our team up in North Buffalo, Kenmore there, is battling every day, every week to find forever homes for dogs that don't have a chance without them. The fun from them is all they do, and they participate in the community as part of the Shakir Family Pet Adoption Event this year. We got more than 40 dogs adopted, by the way. Have we announced this on the show?
No, I don't think we did.
on now.
40
Clap it up.
dogs
Clap it up.
adopted
Clap
in
it up for the
total.
rescues. Clap it up for everyone. But obviously, Buddy's Second Chance Rescue was a huge part of that. Make sure you're following them. And I also heard a rumor they will be with us at the big show next week in the Wings lot with TSC
my goodness.
Buffalo.
TSC
I'm
Buffalo
hearing
making a
whispers.
run.
I'm hearing whispers. So
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
very much forward to that. Dogs, Bills, Wings, what's not to love? And make sure you fall in love with Buddy's Second Chance Rescue. Your spot if you could find a forever home for a pup, or find out how you can get involved at Buddy's Second Chance Rescue. Awesome there. Wait, you guys, that's not ringing.
What?
It's not time for a messaging. It's
Is it?
time for some FaceTime.
All right, let's see who's on the line.
Oh, look who it is.
Recurring guest.
I'm not happy, boys. Let's make it quick.
Oh, geez. All right,
no.
Coach Lindy Ruff is here in the Trainwreck Today studio. I guess first things first, Coach, what happened to your fedora?
Listen, fedoras when I have swagger, when I think this team is playing confidently. What you saw last night, nobody can have confidence in that. So, listen, I might look a little grizzled, but these players are about to get the bear in practice.
Oh, my. Don, question for Coach. Seems to be a little grumpy.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, you got outshot by, I don't
A million.
know.
By about a million last night.
Yeah, we stopped counting.
Yeah.
How are we gonna address that? Is it in practice? Is it just effort? What do we think about that?
Well, listen, these guys got to do a better job skating hard. They got to do a better job getting pucks down low. It starts with the process of getting the pucks deep. Deeper you can have the puck on the other side, and the offensive side of the ice, farther you are from getting shots on your net. So it's all part of the process. The part of the process that I'm upset with is I was holding a press conference this morning, and all of a sudden the Buffalo Bills go live with Sean McDermott. I mean, talk about, cutting into your own ratings. Can't we stagger that a little bit? I had a couple of messages I wanted to get out to the public. All of a sudden, old wrestling Sean's over there live from One Bills Drive talking about some exciting stuff. So I wasn't too happy about that part of the process, but I think we're going to be happy about our process come October 9th.
Well, Coach, even when you weren't in Buffalo, you talked about how much you love the Bills. So be honest, were you so upset, not because it was stealing your limelight, but you wanted to be watching?
Exactly. Listen, it was twofold. I want to hear what Sean has to say. I want to hear how many times he talks about clapping. I want to hear how he wants to talk about community process. I need to soak that up. Because like you said, listen, we got outshot by a million last night, but I'm a guy who's used to when we get outshot by a million, we still find a way to dominate on the scoreboard and win. So I don't know whether it's, this new moxie of this team or the people in between the pipes, but we got to figure out a way to start getting it done for the fans.
How much does preseason actually mean to you, Coach?
Oh, it means everything, especially when you haven't proven anything like these guys have. So I've proven that I can win. These guys need to prove that they can be up to snuff and kind of match my intensity.
Fair enough. You mentioned... Sorry, go ahead, Don.
I just want to put, Coach, it's just preseason.
Yeah, seriously.
It's just preseason. I think you need to relax.
I mean...
Well, when you play like we have, you need to take advantage of any season you can get.
Speaking of taking advantage of any season you can get, this past golf season...
Yeah, my game was shit.
I know you frequent the Buffalo courses. You're a member of one of the local country clubs. How was your golf season? What's your handicap looking like these days?
Yeah, I'm a big Bobo Links guy. A lot of people don't know that. I like to get out there at 6:22 a.m. every day. 22, for my playing days. Yeah, I like to see if I can shoot 22 or below on that front nine. So, par 3, see if I can stay under the 27. If you can get a 22, let's go. That's what Lindy's all about, baby. Let's go. We're rolling the dice this year.
I think Coach is so hot, somebody better check his wallet next time he's going to the golf.
Yeah, he's
don't need to check my wallet, boys. It's straight cash, homie. All right, Lindy Ruff out, back to practice, back to
thanks for the
playing.
time.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, I appreciate it.
That was great.
All right, who else we got on the line here?
Oh, the Cookie Monster himself. There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
How we feeling, Keon?
What up, boys? Feeling great. Looking to improve. One day closer to game day. I'm ready.
Keon, people are saying you can't get separation from DBs, but Bills fans are concerned about your separation from Hard Knocks. Were you upset to be kind of left off the docket there?
Nah, there's no separation to be concerned about. Everyone making a big deal last year. My yellow coat, my cookies. I'm just here to play football. I told Hard Knocks as soon as they got to St. John Fisher to fuck right off. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm just focused on getting better. I'm just focused on getting better at football, improving my separation on the field, and seeing what I can do to help this team win.
All right, Keon. We like that. We like that. Now, first week, monster game. Last 2 weeks, not much. But, not much from your QB either. Are you feeling like he's hurting your fantasy stock a little bit? There's some unhappy owners out there with you, too.
Nah, Josh ain't even my fantasy QB. That's my dog for real. He don't need to be on my fantasy team for him to know I give him props every day. And I don't need to go and kill it on the field. Everybody eats. That's what they say here in Buffalo. Whether I'm eating cookies or not, everybody else eating on the field. And Josh don't got to do everything to win games. He spreads the love. He does what he has to do to win football games. And I'm the only player on the Bills that I drafted from my own fantasy team, so all I care is about my production when it comes to that. But hey, if I don't score, so long as my boys do.
I like you staying focused, Keon. It's year 2. You got to continue to get better. What are your goals as you continue to develop here in your sophomore season?
Goal is to win, week by week. I'm focused on Sunday, focused on beating the Saints. The Saints ain't coming marching in as long as Keon on the field.
All right, thank you, Keon. All right, back to the practice
Keon.
field, sir.
Thanks, Keon.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Oh, my God, I can't believe this. We got him. All right, Josh
Whoa.
Allen, thank you very much for
This is
joining.
massive.
Welcome to FaceTime. Hope everything's going well between your midweek prep for the Saints.
Yeah, everything's going well. You know, just taking it slow, taking it easy, doing the little things in practice, making sure my nose is healing up, and just not pushing myself too hard. It's a long season, so can't burn out early.
Josh, was the team worried behind the scenes that the nose situation could impair you from some Hollywood roles or opportunities next offseason?
Well, I know this might be a faux pas, but I'm not really worried. With the tech they got in Hollywood, I was thinking this might be a good excuse to get a little work done if needed. So, if that happens, we'll see how it heals. But, we got some friends that have some great people that can help with a new nose if I need it.
Yeah, Josh, speaking of Hollywood, obviously you wore the visor last week. Hope that was all well and good. Could that maybe inspire a look on the red carpet with Haley in the future? Maybe a golf visor as part of the outfit?
Oh, man, I know the fans love that visor. I wore it in college. I hate that thing. I'm trying to talk as much smack as possible, and it's just echoing back at me. They hear it muffled. I need these opponents to hear the crap I got to talk after I run right through them. So get rid of that visor. I'm wearing that golf visor wherever I want. The swing's improving, so I'm proud. I just need a sponsor.
Speaking of sponsors, are your fantasy owners, they might be looking for some sponsorship because they're not feeling it from your points production these last couple weeks. What would you say to them? The team's 3-0, but their fantasy team might not be.
I feel that. My goal is to win every game. We've been doing that. But I get it. Fantasy, we got some disgruntled owners. I'm sure I was first pick for a lot of guys. All I'm going to say is I'm coming. I'm coming. I am coming.
Enough said,
That's
Josh.
a mic
Enough
drop.
said, Josh.
Yeah, that's a mic
Patrick,
drop.
thank you
All
for
right,
joining
thanks
us.
for
Thank you
joining,
for the
man.
time there. That was FaceTime. And it's time to put our faces to the grinder here, boys. Predictions with conviction. College football this weekend. I am going to kick us off here, okay? So we have a punishment idea. Do we want to introduce this at the beginning or at the end?
Let's do it right now.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right,
Here
Don,
we
take it
go.
away.
So we've gone with
Here we go. We got the graphic.
the group send on the punishments going forward. So this week, if your dog does not cover, you have to go work a lemonade stand on Elmwood, 3:30 p.m. next Thursday.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Might be one of us. Might be two of us.
If
might
it's
be
one of us,
three
two of us,
Yeah.
all of us will be in attendance, but whoever's dog doesn't cover has to work the lemonade stand and give the people the lemonade they
Sell
deserve.
the whole pitcher. You're not leaving until the pitcher's
Yeah, this
sold.
grown man has a lemonade stand. That's the messaging we need to make sure we convey.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
guarantee any or all of us will be there, but I can guarantee if you bring identification, we might have an adult lemonade to give you.
What are you
Under-
talking
under
about?
the
We
table.
absolutely will not. Allegedly, according to Slick. What are we talking about with that? I don't know what.
He's going rogue.
I don't know what. Like we can't. First time I go, we will all be there. I cannot guarantee we will all be there. What the dissension amongst this group?
Well, I'm gonna-
Once it
I'm
gets to
trying-
prediction with conviction,
No, like-
everyone in this studio loses their mind.
Bro,
So
I'm trying
everyone
to
needs to figure it
win.
out.
I'm trying to win. I don't want to be
Trying
there.
to win what with the lawsuit coming in hot? Well, that's it. I'm speaking
trying to
of
win.
laying
I don't
down
want
the
to be
law.
at the lemonade stand.
Speaking of laying down the law, I have a Friday night special. TGIF. It's 7 p.m. Friday, and Virginia is going to cover +6.5 against the Seminoles. The Seminoles are coming in hot, top 10 team.
Yeah, 8th ranked in
Virginia,
the country.
the Cavaliers.
I saw this. I kind
I'm
of like the
fading.
pick. You're fading?
I'm fading that.
Fade. Okay, marking
fading
that
it.
down. Don's fading.
Yeah.
That's not, we're
No,
picking
Don
dogs,
fading.
but I'm
No,
fading
it's not.
that.
That's exactly
I'm
what it is.
faded. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I hope you win, but I'm fading it. Actually, I hope I win. Never mind. I hope you lose.
Yeah, what kind of, that's like when you're playing a poker hand for someone and you go all in and they're like, good luck. No, I'm all in against you. Don't be pretending like you're wishing me luck. Fading. Darth Vader.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're getting 7 from different books, so but we'll keep it at 6
Oh, there.
and a half.
Yeah, I saw
We'll
7.
keep it at
Honorable.
6 and a
Listen,
half.
that's
I
just
saw
how
7.
honorable I am with the prediction with conviction. I did not take a push as my way to escape.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys.
Okay,
Okay,
like
that's
it,
fair.
like it.
Sorry, boys.
Don't like it, but like you. I like you, so.
Oh.
Looks like you're up next.
Yeah, I took this one when it was at 4.5. It's now at 3.5. I am taking Pitt at home against Louisville. Louisville has not played a road game yet. They are 3-0. All games at home. Better conference as well. Pitt with a loss at West Virginia last week in overtime. Very close game where they were favored to win. Lost in overtime at West Virginia. Returning home for Louisville's first away game. Give me Pitt. Give me the points. 3.5. I believe so. I have to take that outright. Right?
Pitt W
Yeah,
was
under
2
5.
weeks ago, though.
Under
Yes.
5, you got to take it outright. So Pitt's,
No, I'm saying they lost to
Sorry,
West
yeah,
Virginia.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's all.
All
Just
right.
wanted to make sure I didn't want the internet coming for your neck, blood.
I think that was their last game, though, no?
Yes, they may
Yeah,
have had the bye
okay.
after. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
okay.
yes, but 2 weeks ago. That's all. I just want to make sure.
All right.
Don, all right, you're expecting some dogs to be barking, and these dogs put some noise on this board before the game even starts.
Yeah, I'm going back to the well to a team 2 years ago that was quite profitable, and and made me a fan of this school. We're going back to the Dogs, the Huskies, the Washington
Huskies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's
they're
against
kind of
Zach's
wild.
Ohio
I think
State.
yeah, Ohio State at home though. Line opened up at like 14, I think 15 maybe.
What?
It's been dropped all the way down to 8.5.
It's moving back now, though.
And you know, I'm looking at the splits. It doesn't seem like it's. Why is this line moving? Maybe I'm buying high in this stock, and I should have got it when it came out. But I'm going with Washington to cover 8.5, and yeah, Ohio State.
You do know, so Bad Beats from Scott Van Pelt, very famous segment on ESPN.
Yes.
Probably the most mainline gambling segment that there is in sports media, right? Because it's
Yeah.
on Sports Center, everything.
Yeah.
The poster child for the Bad Beat and the one of the ones most featured in that beginning of that segment is Ohio. Oh, is that Ohio State Northwestern? Might have been Northwestern. I'm missing my purple Northwestern schools. Just ignore
Yep.
what I'm saying. But these are dogs. Washington plus 8.5. Virginia plus 8.5. And Slick. Wait, does Slick have to take the Pitt money line?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, because they're 4.5. They're under 5. Yeah.
Well, it
And
was
what
4.5.
happened-
It's 3.5 now. It's
And
moving
what
my
happened
way.
with the pre-show when you were trying to put in 2 lines? What happened there?
Oh, I just put
Explain
them.
to the people.
I just put them before I got on the road to the studio, so I could think about it in the car, really brew
Oh my
on it.
God, diligent for the producers and team here at Herd of Buffalo
and,
and
so,
Trainwreck
and then when
Sports.
Don
Okay.
texted me, it was like, which one is it? I was already lost.
Mass confusion he's
and
spreading.
hysteria was what you started. Speaking of hysteria, fans are going to be going crazy tomorrow. We're at TSC Buffalo. Elijah Moore, Joshua Palmer, 2 big guys who are going to be eating and could be eating Sunday. They'll be helping meeting fans and signing some stuff.
Yeah, TSC signing first of a lot of really big ones coming up. Two new receivers here in Buffalo should be exciting. And I do have word, Maniac,
Uh-oh.
that there might be a surprise player showing up.
Whoa!
I have heard.
Oh,
So
to hear
stay
that.
tuned. Just
Is
like
this
Herd
a
of Buffalo. we hear-
reliable source?
Yeah, it is
Source
reliable.
question mark?
It is reliable
That's
for the
good.
most part. Let's hope so. Yeah. So Josh Palmer, Elijah Moore.
That'll be sick.
Josh
One-
Palmer,
one
Elijah
PM.
Moore, 3170 Orchard Park Road.
1 p.m.
Make sure you get there 1 p.m. And then if you can't get there, make sure you sign up for the big show next weekend. All kinds of current players, former legends coming in. All kinds of memories to be made. Go do it at the Wings meeting lot next weekend as well for TSC. But we'll be in touch with them, and we'll be much more on that. But now it's time to go back in time with some Friday flashbacks. Just 4 years ago, Josh Allen, 5-touchdown game against the Washington football team.
Wow.
At that point.
Yeah.
They were so this is kind of an interesting game. They went up 21-0. The Washington football team scored like 14 in 3 minutes. Then they scored another 22 unanswered. Washington scored a garbage time, 43-21. A bit of a unique thing. Josh Allen, 5-touchdown game. How many games does Josh Allen have in his career with 5 touchdowns or more
Rushing or passing?
combined?
Ooh. I'm going to go with 8.
I'm going to say 6.
The answer is 5. He has
Ooh.
4 with 5 touchdowns, and then he has the 6 touchdown game we saw last year in LA against the Rams.
How could I
Now,
forget?
I remember this game, and why I remember it is kind of funny because national superstar but Buffalo rapper Conway, they put like $5,000 on an alt line of Bills minus 17.5.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah, see? Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what
Crazy.
Was, what
I
were
think
the-
that might have been the actual line for this game. I'm not lying, though.
No, I think it was only like 10.
No, I think it was like 2 scores, but he bumped it up to 17.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
I
nine-
do remember the Seneca ticket.
It might.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Because I
might
was
have been
thinking, oh my God,
19.
they must hate to see this guy come into
No,
the,
I
to
think
the
he,
ticket
like
window.
you are right. He only bumped it by like 3 or 4.
But
Which
it
is
was
the
still-
crazy part.
Oh, it's still
A bunch
crazy.
of
It's
plus
still crazy
money,
to put
yeah.
that much on like a
Dude,
ticket
yeah,
like
it
that.
was an absurd
like,
amount of
like
money.
imagine just if it falls somewhere, you lose the ticket. Like seriously.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
whatever.
I've seen crazy things happen in that casino.
And then flashback, this date in '99, Bills beat the Eagles 26-0. The quarterback for the Eagles that day is Doug Peterson, their eventual coach.
That is a crazy stat.
19 years later.
So I was today years old when I learned Doug Peterson quarterbacked for the Eagles.
You're forgiven for that, but WWF was unforgiven a little while ago on this
Yes,
date.
I put these on. I want your reaction to reading that first match. It's a 6-pack. No, not even a tag match. 6-pack
Six-pack
match
challenge.
for the vacant WWF title.
Yeah. No, this was insane. This
And
was
then a special guest referee, Stone Cold Steve
Rock,
Austin.
Mankind, Kane, Big Show, British Bulldog with Stone Cold Steve Austin as the special ref. So now we're old enough to know when someone was the special ref, they were likely like injured or not able to do a full match, and that's why they're a special ref because they still have that draw. But yeah, unbelievable, Unforgiven back in that day.
And then I would just want to point out real quick, not even the main event of that pay-per-view. Can you guess what it was?
No.
Big Boss Man versus Al Snow in a Hell in a Cell, surrounded by another steel cage with, they called it feral Rottweilers in between.
All right,
like,
all right. I'm
gee.
done. I'm done.
But I think it was just.
I'm done.
I think it was a
Actually,
lumberjack.
The reason I have to do I'm done is because I know if I'm done, who would like tolerate wrestling and actually listen to it,
No.
that the crowd at home is just like, what are these people talking about?
I think by feral Rottweilers, it was essentially just a lumberjack match
Yes.
with another cage on the other.
Essentially.
I just want to clarify that there was
What?
not live Rottweilers, hopefully.
When you get to, I will follow you to the ends of the earth, to each side and this side, but when you get in feral Rottweilers and an additional nonsensical steel, when you're adding a steel cage to a,
It's basically
when you're,
like-
when you're adding a steel cage to a Hell in a Cell, that's like adding like a screen protector to an OtterBox
It's like
protector.
a moat outside the castle that you just don't need.
Nonsensical. Speaking of nonsensical, happy birthday, Serena Williams.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
going to say a number, but
goat.
I have a
Legend.
question.
The
I have a
goat.
question for both of you right now.
Goat.
If Serena Williams played, let's say, a top 175 tennis player next week, what would her odds be to beat like the 163rd best women's tennis player? Slick is smiling. Slick is trying to get. I want to know your guys' honest odds. I have my odds written down right here.
Oh, you do?
Yes. Yep. So I want you. I want you guys to guess what would your odds be? Serena Williams, top 100 to 120 tennis opponent in the women's WTA. What would her odds be next week?
Minus 175.
Minus 175.
I was gonna say like plus 300.
I'm right in the middle. I'm plus 150. But like that's how unbelievable she is. I think that that she would have those kind of odds. That would be the perception around
I
it.
also had to kind of guess how old she actually is since you didn't say the number. But yeah, maybe I was being a bit generous. But yeah, she's the GOAT. Of course,
Absolutely the GOAT.
I'm gonna favor her over a 160 in the world right now for
I'll
sure.
say this. I take her.
Sure.
Intimidation alone. If she starts, if she
Dude,
gets
if
up,
you told that player tonight you face Serena Williams tomorrow,
100%.
she's shitting bricks.
Serena's coming
She's-
for you.
yeah.
Serena's coming.
Serena's coming.
Final boss activated. Yes, absolutely. Don, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
I'm just saying. I mean, whether it's 150 or 300, I'm taking it.
Yes,
I'm taking the number, whatever.
We're riding Serena. Speaking of which, Don, 1969. Fans are doing more than riding.
Oh yeah, they were listening. You know, it was bittersweet, but shout out one of the greatest albums they came out with, Abbey Road, released by the Beatles.
Oh, wow.
It was so. Here's the interesting thing. It was their last album in terms of the recording, but Let It Be came out after 1970. Let It Be wasn't really going to come out, but the record label came out with it. They allowed it to come out, but Abbey Road was like the last planned album. Has probably one of the most famous pictures of rock and roll, right? With them walking across.
I mean,
the
think
street.
about how many times that's been parodied. Think about how many, like, that's recognizable the very second you see it, and that has nothing to do with the music on the album itself. It's
There's
really
a
visual
chance
image.
it's the most famous album cover of all time.
Has to be.
Has to be. And it spawned a new level of the Paul is dead conspiracy theories,
Yes.
because Paul McCartney isn't wearing shoes famously. And people are like,
And that was like after you played the records back. It like said
you played
Paul
in
was
reverse,
dead, right?
man, and you were in the
Wait,
secrets
what's the
of the
theory?
universe.
So there was a record the Beatles had where if you played it backwards on the record player, it sounded like part of it was saying Paul is dead.
There's a conspiracy that because there's Paul McCartney famously is left-handed. He plays this way, guitar, right? So, and there's videos of him in India playing righty. So there's all these conspiracies. Supposedly he's like ambidextrous, but the conspiracy is Paul McCartney died in a car crash in like 1966, and then they replaced him with a doppelganger.
And then Paul having bare feet in the Abbey Road cover was essentially their way of saying like this is his dead body.
Yeah, they
like,
were leaving breadcrumbs for everybody.
The Beatles weren't leaving breadcrumbs.
I mean, that shows you how much like psychedelics people were doing back then.
They were real.
Whether it was the Beatles'
back
fault or
then,
not.
it was some real good shit, brother.
Yeah,
That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of this weekend, real good shit, brother. So U.S. is down 3-1. The Ryder Cup. Do you think they can come back, boys? They were slight favorites going into this. Am I correct?
They're still plus 140, I think.
Live?
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, it's not. I would assume teams have come back from 3-1, but it was just like they got smashed in these matchups. Like I think they lost by like 4 up, 5 up, and 6 up. Basically, like didn't even come down to the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th holes.
Yeah. If you're asking me, do I think the U.S. of A. could come back? Well, fellas, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I can win the Ryder Cup.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
I agree. I think they can come back, and that was melodic and harmonic from down right there. We have TSC tomorrow, which we touched on. Slick Saturday.
Yeah.
Back in action. By the way, I'm not as. When's the White House event?
It's supposed to be in 2026.
Oh, why am I seeing? Why am I seeing these
So
promos?
you're seeing it because everyone loves to talk about it. My live odds of that actually happening are like plus 300.
Okay, love it. Love it. Thank you.
Because did you see the what do they call it? What the
Entering
rendering
from the Oval Office. Entering from the Oval
Did you
Office.
see the rendering where they
Yes.
put like that's not happening. And then what? You're gonna allow fans on the lawn of the White House?
Yeah.
The only people that would be allowed in attendance are like the Secret Service. And
Yes.
yeah, at that point, I don't know. I don't think that's happening, but nonetheless, this weekend, UFC's back down under. First fight night in a long time I can think of for Australia. Usually they bring the pay-per-view to Australia. Just a fight night here. 2 light heavyweight title contenders, Dom Reyes, Carlos Alberg, Australia's own in the main event, so should be a banger.
And the pressure's on for you, Slick, right?
What's a
I
why
mean, you got to deliver us winners. They're fighting in the motherland.
Yeah,
So
I know.
I mean,
a lot of Aussies on the card too.
Yeah.
Come on. Winners
so
from down under.
So we need it, Slick. We need some winners. Everyone tail this Slick Saturday. I'm going to be tailing it.
Yes, sir. That's
Full
that's
throttle.
my dog.
That is your dog. Speaking of dogs, dogs are barking in the WNBA semis. I mean, they thought the
How did-
fever
how did we
didn't
get
hear
here?
no bell. The fever didn't hear no bell.
No,
Slick.
how did we get here?
I have no idea.
The
The
Lynx
Overdog Lynx
and the Dream?
the Liberty are at home on the golf course.
Or I'm sorry, the Mercury.
Yeah, Mercury.
The Lynx and the Mercury. And then, yes, Fever and the Aces are like the... How are the Aces?
Tape Cage's aces, by the way.
Those are his
Yes,
Aces?
yeah, his aces.
What?
He
Okay.
works with them. Does
Oh,
media.
he does?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think anyone would have expected these two matchups, let alone Aces coming this far, losing Kelsey Plum in the offseason. I knew there's still a team. The Fever bringing it to 1 with the Aces Maniac, and they're still 22-1 to win the whole thing.
They're still 22-1. Vegas is not a believer in the Fever.
Do we have any idea when Caitlin Clark returns?
She's not coming back.
She's not.
That's why I'm saying it's so ridiculous that the Fever just have not heard the bell. The match with the season was over. They were supposed to be. They were 80-1 going into the playoffs with it clinched. Now they're 22-1.
Yeah.
That's quite the part of the mountain they've already climbed.
It is.
Yeah. So if they win tonight as a +4.5. Theoretically, that's going to cut the odds in more than half. They're going to be 10-1 tomorrow.
What does it look like though if we have Mercury Fever?
If we have Mercury Fever, then Fever are like a pick.
You think so?
Yes. Mercury are not overdogs. They're underdogs just like the Fever.
I know they are, but
can you imagine Caitlin Clark? Can you imagine Caitlin Clark winning her first WNBA title from the
on
bench?
the bench? Oh my God,
Oh
it
my
writes
God.
itself.
League legacy right
The
there.
haters will be.
Oh, they'd be
foaming
up in
at
arms.
Oh
the
my
mouth.
God, the Reese's Pieces would be going
What
nuts.
is her
Yeah.
injury though?
I forget.
The me bounds.
It's something
The
big.
me-
The me bounce.
The me bounds will
It's
be going
something.
crazy.
It's something. She's been out for a minute.
I know she has, but
Then she came back and then she was out again quick.
Yes,
So.
yeah, that's the thing.
Let's see.
We have on
It's
here.
like
We
if
have on
she-
here. It's James Cook's birthday weekend. Who snuck this on?
I think Don did.
Oh, why? Yeah.
Yeah.
When's
Why,
his
'cause
birthday?
He's a four guy.
Guy deserves a birthday weekend.
All right.
Every
he's
guy
gonna enjoy
does.
the power.
When's his
four.
birthday?
We do that. It was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Happy belated, James
happy-
Cook.
Happy
Yeah,
belated
happy
James
belated,
Cook. All right,
James
he's a-
Cook.
all right,
Thumbs up.
power four. Let me enjoy the power.
Let him
please.
cook. Let him
What are you
cook,
Speaking of
baby.
feeling the power, you can feel the power by enjoying our new T-shirt design, Don. Right? Didn't you cook up on this one?
Yeah. Let's get.
Yeah, pull
let's
that
pull that up.
shit
I mean, this is something I'm quite proud of. It's
Got some
but
positive
it was
reviews.
team. It was team. We kind of did it together. Team Grand Theft Gridiron. We got the squad. We got
Pretty frosty.
Look
We got
at
a bunch
that.
of players. I can't say who it is for reasons.
Allegedly, it has players on it.
Yeah, but some made-up players from the fictional world of the Grand Theft Gridiron. And if you haven't seen the video of Slick participating in the Buffalo
Cinema.
tailgate, it's wonderful. We're gonna have to repop that video, maybe even play it in Monday's show. But yeah, so get that at our Etsy site, etsy.trainwrecksports.com, something like that. It's in our link tree. It's in our bio. You can find it on our story on Instagram. It's all over. It's on Twitter. So yeah, get yourself a shirt. I know mine's coming in soon, and it's gonna be great.
Hell yeah.
Since we're talking Slick Saturdays and we were talking that one McGregor ending you were talking earlier, I
Yeah.
started thinking, what is the best post McGregor antics that he's ever done? Because he's had a lot of
Yeah.
times where the post match antics have literally been more than the matches. So that's what you remember from the event. I think of him condescending towards Donald. I think of the your girls in my DMs.
That's
I think
what I
of
was
him
gonna say.
jumping right on is there a consensus number one?
I don't think so. There's been so many, and they're all so wild in their own way that people tend to have their own biasy. But I think for me, because we were all together hosting a fight night at the Amherst Ale House, your wife is in my DMs from the mat with
my
Joe
DMs.
Rogan sitting next to you while your leg is broken.
Can't stand up.
It can't get much better than that, but in terms of when he was actually good, my favorite is probably when he was the first ever double champ in UFC history, and there was a lot of beef with Eddie Alvarez prior to the fight, and Eddie Alvarez is begging him all week to apologize, and so he finally said,
Yeah.
I'd like to take the chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants. That was
big. That was
Cinema.
big. Those moments were cinema. We hope you've enjoyed this cinema with us here on Trainwreck today. Herd of Buffalo Network. Make sure you're following along, liking, subscribing, YouTube page, everything, all of that fun goodness so you can keep the action rolling. Speaking of keeping it rolling, any shout outs before we sign off, boys?
Yeah, I'm going to first shout out this commenter. Thank you for this. Watching from Denver. These guys are so hot. Yeah, I mean, must be talking about Slick.
Not Paradigm P.
Must be talking about Slick. Must be talking about Maniac. Going to give our production team a shout out. Alec, Rachel. Give me that air horn one time.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
They didn't even know we had that in our arsenal. I'm telling you,
we just haven't been overusing
we
it.
haven't even had to put our finger on the fire the missile
we
button.
got rabbits and hats you've never even seen.
Seriously.
Yeah, but that's it for me. We got some gigs. I'm going to be in East Aurora for their Oktoberfest tomorrow. Elm Street Bakery, and in Jamestown playing funk music after the Bills game. So come on out.
I'd like to give a shout out to our production team as well, and just everyone watching along. Everyone go have a good weekend.
Seriously, go make sure to have a good weekend. There's only one day to do it. To get started with a good day now.